Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, how are you today? Let me introduce myself first. My name is Nabil Chandra Setiawan and I'm from 15.2C.01. Today the material of presentation is inside the computer and hardware, guys. And let's move on into the first slide. Yeah, inside the computer. What is a computer? You guys asking, what is a computer? What's the definition of computer? A computer is an electronic devices used to process data. This data can include text, number, image, video, or sounds. A computer operates by processing information through hardware and software. And now we're talking hardware and software. Hardware, the physical parts of the computer that you can see and touch. For example, you have keyboard and mouse. These are physical parts of the computer you can see and touch. Next, we have software program that tell the computer what to do. For example, you have a calculator application in your computer, and maybe you can say that software, okay? Next slide, we have main components inside a computer. A computer has several key parts that work together to make it run. These main parts include processor, or we can say CPU, the brain of the computer that processes all commands. Memory, or we can say RAM, temporary storage for data currently being processed. Storage, permanent storage for data such as a hard drive or SSD. These are the main components inside a computer. It will make your computer running, of course. Next, we have processor, or you can say, guys, CPU once again. The central processing unit, CPU, is the most crucial part of a computer. Why? It is responsible for executing instruction and commands given by software. The faster and more advanced the CPU, the faster the computer operates. And then what's the main function of this processor things? The main function is process data and runs program, guys. And what types of CPU? There's many brands can product. You guys have heard Intel and AMD. These brands are the one who can make processor or CPU. Next, we have memory and storage. RAM, random access memory, temporary memory used to store data actively being used by the CPU. When the computer is turned off, data in RAM is lost. Yeah, maybe you have bad electricity in your house, and then suddenly the electricity is shut off and your data in your RAM will be lost, like that. And then we have hard drive or SSD, permanent storage for files and data. SSD are faster than traditional hard drive, but they tend to be more expensive. You have money, you have better storage data. Yeah, the SSD is the new generation of hard drive, guys, but it depends on your pocket. Yeah. Next. And next we move on to hardware. Computer hardware. Hardware refers to the physical parts of a computer that you can touch and see. It consists of a different components that work together to run the computer. Hardware can be categorized as internal and external. What is internal and external? Internal hardware component inside the computer casing. Let let me explain in the next slide, okay? External hardware devices connected to the computer like a keyboard or mouse. That was I'm saying like the slide before, guys. Mouse or keyboard is the external hardware for your computer. Next, we move on into motherboard. The motherboard is the main circuit board of the computer that connects all the hardware components. On the motherboard, you will find slots for the CPU, RAM, various ports for external devices. And then, what's the function of it? Like I was saying before, it links all parts of the computer and allows them to communicate with each other, you know. Maybe you want have CPU on it, it will be in the motherboard. If you want to put the your power supply computer, it will connect it into your motherboard, like something like that. Yeah. Next, we have input and output devices. What is input and output? Input devices, device used to input data into the computer, such as keyboard, mouse, and scanner. Why keyboard categorized to input? Because the keyboard have something that can input data on it. Maybe you type ABC. ABC is a data from keyboard to your computer or laptop. Maybe you can say something like that. If you still not understand, maybe you can googling. Next, we have output devices. Devices used to display the result of computer process, such as a monitor, printer, and speakers. For example, speakers, it will display the result. Maybe not display, like it will make a sound from your computer into the speaker. It will make sound. Yeah. Next, what we have next? Other hardware components, not just CPU, RAM, or hard drive. There is a several hardware components that you have to know. Power supply unit, or you can say PSU, provide power to all the computer components. Graphic card, GPU, process and display images on the monitor. Sound card, process sound and connects the computer to speakers or headphones. This hardware, this the, the name of it, the name of this hardware, it's already explained what's the function of it. So if you want to know more about this thing, you can Google it, guys. But for this presentation, I will tell you just slightly about what the meaning of it. Yeah, maybe I can tell you something like that. Sorry, guys. Next. Oh, we are already in our last slide. Conclusion. That wraps our that that's that wraps up our overview of the main components inside a computer and its hardware. Understanding these parts help us better appreciate how computer works and how to make the most of them. And yeah, guys, if you liked the video, you can like, comment, and subscribe and comment down below. And yep, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Nabil, ciao.